guests. This evening we are very pleased to welcome staff members from Magruder Elementary School. They're going to be highlighting student authors in their school library collections program, and I'd like to invite Mrs. Jane Koyatzik to the presentation stand along with several other special guests this evening.
On Academics will provide information regarding highlighting student authors in the library collections at Magruder Elementary School. At this moment in time, our assistant principal, Beth Welch, is handing out examples to the board, and Ms. Tammy Krajeric, our other assistant principal, will be working with technology. I would like first to start with a huge thank you to the parents of our presenters this evening. We have not had school with our children for the last 4 school days, and they made time in their schedules to bring their children into practice at Magruder today on a holiday. So thank you very much to our parents. Our writing committee and librarian Lily Gill are working this year with our 2012 Teacher of the Year, Tiffany Dormeyer, to focus on student authors in our midst at Magruder Elementary School during the 2013-2014 school year. This program will focus on the preparation of student written works for publication and circulation in our school library. At this time, first grade teacher Mrs. Tiffany Dormeyer and second grade student Eric Goins will provide you information about the inspiration for our program and why students are participating.
Students are always excited to share their writing in class, and they become more engaged writers after getting positive feedback from others. So I thought, how could we expand this audience? So we thought of coming up with the Magruder student author section. So the students can turn in their own work, we barcode it, and they can check out work from upper grade students or students in grades below them and get to share their writing. And the expanded audience gives genuine purpose to these student authors, and it gets them extremely engaged in the writing process in a better way than I've seen in a long time.
Hello, my name is Hunter.
Hunter, why do you want a book that you've written to be in the library?
So that everyone would know who I am and I'll become famous. I want to do something.
My book started as writing for Miss Clary's class, but then I wanted a book in the library, so I turned it in. I just thought it would be fun to do it. It was. My book is a nonfiction book about animals.
Now our media specialist Lily Gill and 5th grade student Kelly Zhao will tell you about the publication process at Magruder.
Students who are interested in publishing their work submit it to an editing team, and they help the students in the final editing and formatting for publication. Then it goes to a parent volunteer who binds and laminates the work, and then it comes to me and I catalog it and put it into the library. Right now we have 19 books, the number changes every day, and we have one more that's very close. And our circulation statistics show that every day since mid-December we have had at least one that's been checked out of the library.
Any student can submit a story for publication. I use ScreenChomp, an iPad app designed to create student tutorials to show you how to use the checklist.
No sound. That's okay. Go ahead.
I wrote a story called China in Flames. I gave it to my teacher, Miss Hodges, and she gave it back to me with this checklist. I typed my paper on printer paper, and then I illustrated my story on the back. My story is fictional because it has portals in it. Then I read my story for errors. And then I had my friend read it for errors. And then I had Miss Hodges also read it for errors. I wrote my story. I also illustrated it. Then I turned this paper into Miss Gill with this checklist.
Hi, my name is Carlos.
Carlos, how many books have you written?
3.
Can you tell us the titles?
Angry Birds and Pokemon.
Did you enjoy writing these books?
Yes.
Why?
I like to write, I want people to check them out.
Excellent, thank you.
It's exciting because children that are not my students are stopping me in the halls and saying, oh, I'm working on one, I'm editing it right now. I have another one who said, I'm working on a sequel because kids like my story so much, I have to have a sequel. So it's pretty exciting to see that building. We've also had book reviews done with Telegami, which is a blended animation program, and these are actually being put in the Z Drive so other students can go and check these out and decide which ones they want to check out before they even come to the library. And we also feature an author, and we post their picture up so they get a little more glory, and that focuses attention on the growing collection, which is nice. Student authors have enjoyed the process, and the excitement is building.
Sam the Dolphin by Anthony Rivera. This story is about a dolphin who saves a person. I think you should read this story if you like dolphins and sharks. I read The Lonely Dragon by Anthony Rivera. This story is about a lonely dragon who get a new friend. I think you should read this story if you like dragons.
Library. We have some new published authors. And we know that the greatest thing about these authors is it's not grown-ups, it's other kids we go to school with in the halls. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to pass these out, and you guys get to look at these, and we're going to see which ones you like the most. Okay, I know you've already seen some of these in the library.
Hey, where's the dragon book?
With The Lonely Dragon. I want little kids to read more fiction and other books that are good fit for them. My books are usually checked out, and My Lonely Dragon is so popular at Magruder.
I am Zoe Zakin, and I am in the 4th grade. I started writing and illustrating my books with Miss Driscoll because I like making up stories and drawing, and I want other people to enjoy the stories as much as I do. Now I have 2 fictional books available for checkout, and I'm working on my 3rd one.
As you can see from our Accent on Academics presentation, we are extremely excited about our students' publications at Magruder Elementary School. We feel that this program is helping students validate themselves as authors now versus waiting for when you are grown up. We also feel that they are learning valuable skills in the publication process and are able to amplify their work products in our larger community audience. We would like to thank you for the opportunity to present this evening and would be happy to answer questions.
Fantastic presentation at a perfect time with Read Across America beginning the celebration tonight and throughout the month. So just a perfect time. Looking at the book I was handed, Halloween, all right, and looking through it, it's really, really fantastic for the young people that have put their time into it in your presentation. Great work that others can actually pick up in the library and take with them and read and see your talents and then inspire them maybe to write a book too. Just excellent job.
I have Anthony Rivera's book, The Lonely Dragon, and I love it. I love it. But the thing about it, as I read a little bit of his bio, he loves dragons, angry birds, and sharks. I do too. Yeah.
I got to read the Angry Birds Space. This was excellent. I wish my husband could read it because he likes to play Angry Birds, but he would never admit it. I love, love, love this. Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed by you guys. Magruder Elementary School Library is now my favorite library in the whole world because your books are there. Thank you so much.
I tell you, the creativity is just fantastic. It's Adventure Time with Finn and Jake, and this was written by Carlos Vengas Escobar, and it's a wonderful little book. And I tell you, I was getting so engrossed in it, I almost got away from what they were presenting. I'll be truthful, but really great. I was fascinated.
And I have The Lonely Children by Peter Dang. Wonderful book. This number, I'm just trying to read through the significance of this. 814-8308. 814-8209. Is Peter here?
Peter is not with us.
Okay, I was going to ask
Peter has
him.
written several books.
I may have to call him and ask him about this, because this is really ingenious here. But anyway, wonderful. Thank you.
I also want to commend our authors here this evening. I also want to commend staff, teachers, and other staff members, just really for believing and trusting in students, because when we give them space to do real work, in this case, publishing real books for a real audience, they can truly amaze us as they have here. So this presentation really has been a celebration in terms of believing in the work that students can do and giving them that space and support. So thank you for inspiring us all.
And for the librarian, is there a late fee if we don't turn these in back? We don't want to have fines and fees. But thank you very much, Magruder Elementary School. Great job. Great job.